Brought to you by GTA, your island, your network.
The survey was on Guamanians' perception of corruption and was patterned after an international model for measuring corporate and political corruption. It shows more than 62% believe it's a very serious problem. And in a ranking of which groups respondents thought were the most corrupt, the top 5 were the political parties, the prison, the governor's office, the police, and public officials in general. A whopping 80% of respondents also believe that when it comes to GovGuam, who you know is important or very important. The survey also separated GovGuam from the federal government, which generally fared much better in all categories. Corruption was defined as the abuse of entrusted power for private gain, but the survey measured corruption perception. UOG economy professor Maria Claret Rowain was part of the survey team.
To what extent did they really read into it and applied it? That's hard for us to say. Yeah. To what extent is perception reality? I can't say.
As a way to improve public perception of corruption, the panel believes transparency is a key. The team recommendations include urging the government to invest in increasing transparency across the board and inviting the public into the decision-making process. Dr. Gina Rojas acknowledges the long-time public perception was that government was built on the so-called PARI system. It was who you knew rather than what you knew.
So I think we're making strides. I think that we have to make it a priority to ensure that at every level, whatever mechanisms we have, that they're reviewed and they're followed.
The report also compared Guam to dozens of other countries in various corruption categories, but since this was the first of its kind survey for Guam, a better apples-to-apples comparison won't come until they do the next corruption survey.
I think the biggest accomplishment of this report is to be able to measure that and have that benchmark.
For Guam's News Network, I'm Nestor Lecanto.
Brought to you by GTA, your island, your network.